It's all about clouds. Now you might be wondering, what is all about clouds? Well, our emotional process is a whole lot like clouds. So I want to explain it to you a little bit today. So I don't know if you guys live anywhere near the mountains. I do. I have mountains on both sides of me. And I could never figure out when I was little why one side of the valley got more rain than the other side of the valley. And what I found out when I was older, and I took some geology classes and science classes that had weather in them, what I learned is a cloud gathers moisture from the atmosphere around it. And that moisture then weighs it down. And it hits a mountain and is not able to go over the mountain until it releases some of that moisture, so then it lightens up, can raise up, and go over the mountains. We, as human beings, are pretty much just like that cloud. As we go through our lives, we can gain certain emotions that weigh us down. We can gain some perspective, some stories, some memories, some hurts that weigh us down. And as we go towards these mountains in our lives, which our goals is we're going to climb these mountains to reach our goals, to reach new heights, to gain success we've never had before, we run into this mountain and we can't get over it because these emotions, stories, and memories are holding us down. And so the key is, this is why it's all about clouds, we need to follow the example of the clouds and release moisture. Cry. We need to cry. We need, whether that's listening to some sad music that makes you cry, whether that's going for a walk and seeing nature and being filled with the joy of nature and being able to release motion that way. We need to find the ways that work for us to relieve emotion. Because as we relieve emotion, we find that we're able to rise up higher, to reach the top of those mountains, and to go over the mountains to even greater goals. So to explain, go back to that story I told at the beginning. When I was little, I didn't understand why there was more rain on one side of the valley than the other. And that's because I was always on the side of the mountain that the cloud had just released all of the rain, so it was able to go high, go over the mountain, and then it needed to collect more rain before it got to the other mountain range and released more rain. That really is life for us. What mountains have you already overcome? What emotions have you already let go to allow you to ascend those mountains? And what emotions are you ready to release when you choose to release them instead of waiting till life triggers you and forces you to release them? Because I promise you, life is much better when our goals help us release emotion so that we can rise higher than when we run into other things like people and we release on people. So let's not release on people. Let's just come to understand that it's reaching goals that give us the opportunity to release emotion so that we can shine even brighter and go even higher. I'm teaching way more about this in a class that's coming up on Saturday. If you can't come to the Logan Library at 10:30, I hope you'll look the class up on this channel. It's called Winning Against Discouragement. I'm so excited to teach even more stuff like this. And I'll see you guys on the flip side, towards the brighter side of life. Bye! Remember, like and subscribe below.